So I'm going to talk lead generation.
Ooh.
I think it's one of my favourite things we cover, actually. So when I say lead generation, again, don't know if everyone knows what that means, but it means getting people into your world. Like, how do people hear about you? How do they become part of your world? How do they start to feel like they might buy something from you? So I think the big mistake that I say mistake, I think what we're kind of led into thinking a lot of the time is that everyone's going to move towards us. It's the client's job or the potential customer's job to find us and then do all the work to work with us.
Yeah.
We feel like we should be so hands off with that process that we then stamp our feet and go, they're not coming in. Where is everybody?
And I think with that hands off bit, I'm going to dig into that a little bit. Hopefully my voice will last. We're going to go for it.
She's got a jug of water.
I have got a jug of water.
Topping it up.
God, don't be a podcaster when you've got the lurg.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. Anyway, I want to dig into that a little bit more because with that expectation, I suppose, I think we see it as an expectation because that's exactly what is happening. However, I think from the business owner's mindset, they genuinely believe I'm putting content out. And by content, I mean, I'm asking people to book a call with me and they're not doing it.
What's wrong with them?
Yeah, I'm in the local Facebook groups and I'm plugging my business and nobody's coming through the doors. I'm seeing people for one-off consultations. They're saying they're going to buy and then I never hear from them again. What is wrong with them? Why are clients so fucking annoying?
Yeah. I hear that all the time.
But
I've been that dog trainer who thought that.
Yeah, I've been there as well.
Always thought that. Like, it's there. Do they realise what they're missing out on? If they don't do this thing, their dog's going to become X, Y, Z. Always. It's the client's fault, always. And yet, what are we doing to help change their mind, to help bring them in and potentially want to buy that irresistible thing that you've got for sale? It's not going to be just by sticking a Facebook post out every now and then in one of the local community groups. Because what is that going to be? Let's face it, right? How many of those adverts do you see every day in those groups? You are literally lost amongst a sea of millions of other people doing exactly the same thing. So is that really going to work? Is that a tactic that is going to work? No, it's not.
No. And especially if you're not even talking to the right people.
No, exactly. So how do you know they are your target audience? How do they know they're going to be people that you want to work with? You know nothing about them. So they're a completely cold audience really as well. Okay, they're in the local area, but that's it. That's all you know.
Yeah. Goes back to what we were saying last week, doesn't it? It's like, it's that scratting around.
God, I love that word.
I was going to add a ness on for you as well.
No, you can't say...
Scratting aroundness.
No. Scratting. You've already said scrattiness, I think, last week, but scrat. I just love it. It's a really I don't know, descriptive word, isn't it? Like scratting. I can see somebody scratting. I can see myself, how I used to scrat. You're just looking at me in a really weird way.
This is why people need to watch, though. They don't see what I'm looking at right now.
I really don't feel like it's that laugh worthy.
It is. I would do it more justice if I wasn't semi-dying, but okay.
But it is that scratting, isn't it?
Yeah, hugely scratting around. Because when you don't know what you don't know, I think that's the thing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And you're going out and you feel like you're doing everything that you're told to do. And again, I've been there. Oh God, this is really difficult for me. I've been there. I've invested in paid ads straight off the back. Like, to me, that was a really good lead generation tactic because, well, look, if I pay for people to come through the door, then all I've got to do is sell it. Mm-hmm. But because I didn't know what I was selling, apart from arguably a time exchange, it's like, just, I'll give you an hour of my time, you give me some money, and we're good. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much all I was selling. Because I didn't have, yes, dog trainer. Yes, I'm selling training. But do you know what I mean? It wasn't packaged very well. It wasn't thought out. It was literally I'll give you an hour, give me some cash. And off we go. Please stop talking now.
How can you, well, I was going to anyway, but how can you formulate, yeah, exactly. How can you formulate a plan when you don't know if you're going to see the person again? Like, first of all, it doesn't work in that respect, does it? How can you start to build a relationship with someone if you never see them again? It's that unknown, isn't it? And the other thing that I was thinking of when you were talking there was, I feel like we're service-based businesses, right? In the most part, well, we pretty much all are. We sell our services like they're a product that anybody can buy whenever they want.
Ooh.
Don't you reckon?
Yeah.
We're selling our services like we're Amazon. Here you go. You can get anything you want here.
Do you know what? I think people actually want to be Amazon because then you go, oh, look at everybody that buys. And it's just...
okay, so let's not look at it from maybe that perspective then. But I mean, like it's a commodity, it's a product. And actually you're a person or your team are people and you have to have a rapport with somebody and you have to want to work on that issue with their dog, or you have to want to groom that particular type of dog or walk that particular type of dog. If you don't know anything about them, how can you possibly make that choice? And then, I'm sorry, but you have to make your bed and lie in it. If you know nothing about them and you choose to work with them still over email or a message that you haven't even talked to them at all, then don't be moaning that you hate those clients and they're awful and they don't do the work and they don't respect you. Because I'm sorry, but it's all on you if that's your process.
Do you know what? Some of the most dodgiest times of my life have been when I've taken work on like that.
Yeah, I have. I've turned up places and gone, what the hell? Like, what is this?